Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. For week 2, we will continue with second topic, introduction to concepts and conventions of accounting. Before we go further into the debit and credit and accounting rules and regulation, we must adhere to certain concepts and convention in order to make it more consistent and the accounting is meaningful. Okay, there are basically 8 concepts. The first one, going concern concept, business entity concept, monetary concept, accrual based accounting, comparability, consistency concept, neutrality concept, and materiality concept. Okay. Um, so by the end of the session, you should able to explain the concept and relates to the business situation. Okay, what is concepts, assumptions, and convention? Basically, this it can be divided into 4: accounting principle, conventions, accounting base, and policies. Okay, accounting principles is the rules that must be followed in the preparation of financial statement to ensure objectivity, while conventions is the general understanding or generally accepted ideas. Means that it is a normal in accounting when preparing accounting transactions. Okay, accounting base or basis important principle to help recording process, especially when we want to make sure accounting information is meaningful. And then the another one is policies, adoption of a certain accounting method or basis, and the consistent application of that method or basis to make it more comparability. Okay, so this is the accounting concept. Business entity, going concern, monetary, um, periodicity, accrual, basis, materiality, neutrality, comparability, and cost concept. Okay, we will go through all the concept. Okay, the first one, business entity concept. Business is separate and distinct from its owner. Means that whatever assets of the business and assets of the owner must be separated, clearly separated. Items recorded in the business book are limited to transactions affecting the business only and excluded to the owner's personal transaction. If the owner took something from the business, it must be recorded as drawings ataupun ambilan. We must have clear separation between owner and business. Okay, number 2 is going concern. It is assumed that business to have an indefinite life. Maknanya business tu selama-lamanya. The business is assumed to continue to operate in the foreseeable future. Kita tak buka business hari ni untuk tutup dalam tempoh 2-3 bulan. Yang tu tak betul. Okay? According to accounting concept, it is assumed that business have an indefinite life. Okay? It is forever. The assumption. Okay? The third one is monetary. In terms of records and reports of accounting, it must be in monetary terms. In Malaysia, we use ringgit Malaysia. Assume the purchasing power of ringgit Malaysia does not change. Reasons of using monetary terms because it is a common denominator, appropriate basis for accounting measurement and analysis for certain country. Most effective means changes in capital and exchange of goods and services. Means that kalau buat accounting di katakan di Indonesia, kita akan guna rupiah lah. Means that kita guna common denominator. Okay, the fourth one is periodicity. Business activities divided into regular time period, normally yearly. Biasanya setahun lah. But in certain cases, we must prepare accounting based on monthly. Monthly kadang-kadang kita guna quarterly, maksudnya suku tahunan, or semi-annually, separuh tahun. Why? Because we want to enable a comparison analysis of business financial performance and position. Sometimes, bila kita buat setahun, benda tu dah lambat. Okay? Keputusan yang kita nak buat tu dah tak tepat. Okay? We want the information earlier. So, it can be divided into regular time periods. Maybe monthly, maybe annually, maybe semi-annually, maybe quarterly, suku tahunan, depends on the requirements, if required by the management. Okay. Accruals, expenses are recorded when they are incurred in the accounting period, regardless of the cash payments are made or not. Maknanya kalau ada perbelanjaan, tak kira lah dah bayar atau belum, kita kena record. Itu maksud dia. Expenses are recorded when they are incurred, bukan bila dibayar, bila dia berlaku, when it is incurred. Same for revenue. Revenues are recorded when it is earned in that accounting period, regardless of the cash received or not. Maknanya macam kalau saya jual buku, buku accounting kepada awak lah. Awak tak bayar lagi. Awak bayar lagi 2-3 bulan. Saya kena record hari ni. Bila buku tu awak dah dapat. Okay? Means that when the revenue is earned, awak dah berhutang dengan saya. Itu maksud dia. Okay? The one is called accrual concept. Okay, materiality concept number 4. The business transaction are considered material if they are significant effect on the net income or on decision making. Maksudnya kalau ada impact, then kita record. Kalau tak, kita record juga, tapi kita tak record sebagai asset. Kita akan record sebagai expenses. Contoh, kalau business kedai runcit, okay? Kedai runcit, katakan 30,000 per month, okay? Katakanlah dia bagi handphone, the cost of handphone is 3,000 ringgit, okay, to the employee, kepada dia punya cashier. Okay? Saya ada kedai runcit, saya beli handset, saya bagi dekat cashier. Tujuannya senang, saya nak call lah. Okay, jadi isunya saya nak record sebagai asset atau expenses. Untuk kedai runcit yang income RM30,000 sebulan, handphone RM2,000 is material. Maksudnya kena record sebagai asset lah. Okay. Kalau bisnes yang juta-juta, katakan 30 juta sebulan, macam company besar like Proton, okay, dia bagi handphone dekat manager, okay, belikan handphone tu manager, yang tu dianggap sebagai perbelanjaan, only expenses. Kita tak record sebagai asset. Kenapa? Tak material. Sebab RM2,000 bagi Proton tak material. Macam ni lah. Kalau saya bagi RM1 dekat awak, kemudian awak hilangkan RM1 tu, tahu macam mana hilang? Pada awak mungkin tak material kan, RM1 je kan. Tapi kalau untuk adik awak yang umur 3-4 tahun ataupun 5 tahun, 6 tahun ya, yang berada di tadika, bagi RM1. Lepas tu RM1 tu hilang. Agak-agak dia buat apa? Dia akan menangis. Kenapa? Sebab RM1 tadi sangat material. Sama juga untuk bisnes. Bisnes besar, amount of materiality tu makin besar. Okay. Materiality depends on the circumstances surrounding a business transaction. Depends on the business size. Banyak benda lah. Normally it is subjective, and it must be stated clearly in the financial statement. How much is the materiality of certain business? Okay. Next, neutrality. Neutrality is information must be free from bias to be reliable. If financial statements are prepared to influence users' judgment, decision to achieve a predetermined outcome, financial statement will lose its neutrality. Neutrality ni maksudnya dia tak ada, prepare accounting tu untuk it must be true and fair. Maksudnya dia tak ada bias untuk kepada business ataupun kepada certain party. Okay. Comparability. Users must be able to compare business organizations financial statement through times to identify trends. Okay, maksudnya daripada tahun ni, tahun depan kita boleh buat comparison. We can make comparison to see if there is any improvement or there is any weaknesses. If there is a weaknesses, then how we want to overcome those weaknesses. Okay, sebab tu kita kata it must be comparability lah. With other business organizations, financial statement to evaluate financial position and performance. Comparability within certain or the same industry. Sepatutnya boleh lah. Contohnya kalau business in automotive business like Proton and Pro2, okay, kita boleh compare dua tu. Sepatutnya lah financial statement of Proton and financial statement of Pro2. Kita boleh buat comparison. within the same industry. Kalau industri yang berbeza susah sikit lah, because accounting rulesnya lain sikit ya. Okay, kalau industri yang sama sepatutnya boleh. Ford dengan Hyundai, okay, ataupun Cellcom dengan Maxis, kita boleh buat comparison in term of financial statement. Okay. Historical cost or cost. Asset, services and liabilities are recorded at cost. Maksudnya kita akan record at cost. Kita tak boleh record at current value. Masa kita record accounting, this is called cost concept ataupun historical cost concept. What is cost? Cost is definite and determinable, provide objectivity, and measured on cash or cash equivalent. Okay, this one I will explain later. Okay, masa kita masuk topik asset, liability and so on. Okay, qualitative characteristic of financial statement, it must be understandability, relevance, reliability and consistency. What is understandability? The information provided in financial statement should be presented in a way that makes it comprehensible by users who have a reasonable knowledge of business and economic activities and accounting and a willingness to study the information with reasonable diligence. Maksudnya bila tengok financial statement, kita boleh faham, okay, faham what is the financial statement is all about. If you have background in economic and accounting lah, otherwise susah juga ya. So basically the accounting information should be understandable. The second is relevance. Information is capable of influencing the economic decision of users by helping them evaluate past, present or future event or confirming or correcting their past evaluation. Tadi masih ingat tak saya kata one of the character ataupun konsep tadi comparability. Bila dia boleh compare, dia jadi relevance. Maksudnya dia boleh buat decision. Okay, dia boleh compare last year dengan this year, and then dia boleh project untuk next year. Okay, financial statement of the next year, income or profit of the next year. Itu maksud dia ya. Okay, next, reliability. Information is free from material error and bias. Ini tadi balik kepada neutrality tu ya. Dia ada kaitan ya. The information must be free from material error and bias. Maksudnya tepat lah. And represent faithfully. Yang ni yang antara yang penting. Faithfully. That which is either purports to represent or could reasonably to be expected to represent. Dia mesti boleh mewakili ataupun faithfully, free from bias lah. Okay. In terms of consistency, an entity shall select and apply its accounting policies consistently for similar transactions, other events and conditions. An entity shall retain the presentation and classification of items in the financial statement from one period to the next. Maksudnya bila ada konsep, accounting concept, it must be applied consistently throughout the financial year, dan tahun depan pun kena guna konsep ataupun basis yang sama lah, method yang sama. Contohnya macam depreciation, kita guna straight line method tahun ni, tahun depan kena guna straight line method juga. Tak boleh tukar-tukar, tahun ni lain, tahun depan lain. Sebab if not consistent, then dia balik kepada comparability issue. Tak boleh nak compare kalau kita tak consistent. Okay, it must be applied consistently throughout the year and the following year and the following year, dan seterusnya lah, in order to make it more ataupun to make it comparable, okay. Kalau consistent tak boleh lah. Okay, so that's it for chapter 2. So hope you understand what I have explained earlier. If you have any problem, then you can ask me in through our WhatsApp group, or you can personal message to me. Okay, so with that we end the class by restarting al-inshirah and tasbih kifarah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nashrah. Subhanallah wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera.